Hello everybody, hope you're doing great and having a wonderful day. It's Mr. Lynn, and today we're going to have a lesson on adding value to your radial designs. So far you have created your designs, and if you didn't finish, today you could finish. But if you have finished, our goal today is to take black markers and add value to your designs. Now I say the word value because I don't mean color. Color, of course, is like a red or a yellow, things like that. When I talk about value, I mean how light or dark something is. So black is a very dark value. It's not a color. Gray is a lighter value, also not a color. White is the lightest value. Now we can talk about value with respect to color as well. For example, the color red. A light value red would be pink. And then a dark value red would be like a crimson, like a real dark crimson red. But today, black value. So what you're doing today is looking for shapes to color black. And you want to make patterns of black shapes. So if you color one shape black, you want to color all those same shapes black as well. I have an example to show you. It's from my sketchbook. Let's have a look at that now. Alright, so most of you have seen this before. This is my sketchbook. It's my first drawing in my sketchbook. The rest of the pages are all empty, so it'll probably take me a couple years to fill up my sketchbook, but I have a radial design. Now, I do have a little bit of color in this radial design. You can see there's some yellow, and there's some green, but what I'm working on today is using black to add value to my design. And you'll be doing the same thing. So here you can see there's some places where I haven't added black yet, but I'm going to. When you look at my design, one thing you notice is that I try to not have two shapes that are next to each other be black, because then they kind of blend in to look like one shape. So here I've outlined the space that's gonna be black, but I haven't colored it black yet, but I'm going to. So I think I will do that now. Okay, so I'm using a black marker, and I am gonna add black to this part of my design. When I color things, I always try to go nice and slow and take my time. That way I can control my marker, and I'll do a good job adding black value to these shapes. Because we're not in a real hurry here. We're going to work on this design a lot over the next few months. We might not finish this design until the holidays. You just never know. I'm going to add black to these little circles. And, you know, when I add my black value to this part of my design, I want to make sure that I do the same to all the other shapes as well, which is to say I want a pattern of shape and color. So if you see that this is colored black, it matches this, and this one will get the same treatment. You know, I can go ahead and start with my circles. It's important you keep your patterns consistent, because if all of your patterns stay consistent, your radial design will look amazing. So, you know, this gets black too. Usually I wouldn't talk while I'm adding value or color, because if I'm talking a lot, my work gets kind of sloppy. But I am trying to give you a drawing lesson, which means I kind of have to talk at the same time. Oh, and sometimes, see, when I talk, sometimes I start coloring too fast. And that's when I do things that I don't want to do, which sometimes we call mistakes. I would call them a happy accident. Sometimes if you do something that you don't want to do, well, that might make you upset or be somewhat sad, but sometimes if you do something that you didn't mean to do, it can turn into a brand new idea that you never expected. And that's why I call it a happy accident. Although I didn't make that up. One of my teachers taught me that when I was a kid in school. So that's what we're doing here. We're adding black, and I'm working on this part of my design. You can see that this part here I haven't really added much value to yet, but you know, the shapes and the patterns are the same as over here. And I will keep working on my black. When I can't find any more shapes to color black, you know, then I might think of another color to use, or white. You know, you guys today, all I want you to do is use black to color in some of your shapes in the patterns. And if you don't have any more shapes to color, you can just stop there and, you know, work on your front cover. But that is today's lesson. Adding value to your radial designs. You want patterns of black shapes. It's going to look amazing. So remember, good craftsmanship. Want to take your time, focus, and you know, do some really good art. Have a great day.